Desiring to form a traditional family seems to be a sin on today's progressive society, which is ironic because we were supposed to respect diversity. Let's analyze this issue through a psychological point of view because this situation tells us a lot about society's mindset nowadays and how it influences on their mostly dysfunctional behaviors. Hi, I'm Paula Bermeo, clinical psychologist, and on this channel we talk about everything related to, of course, psychology. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Before starting this video, I want to remind you that I give in-person therapy. And if you're out of the city, I got you because I also give online therapy. So if you need a consultation, please feel free to reach me out on my social media, my phone number, my email. All of them will be listed down below on the description box as well. Back in August, the social media influencer with BOERS posted this reel.
Oh, I wasn't sad. I just needed a...
This audio was a trend and everyone participating in it were showing things that make them happy. Food, clothes, makeup, workout, parties, friends, and everyone was okay with it until someone decided to show their family as their source of happiness. There were some critics in the comment section calling her out for basically being pro-family propaganda. On a quick Google search, you are able to know what propaganda actually means. Information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. And there is a more complete definition on the Britannica Encyclopedia. Propaganda is the more or less systematic effort to manipulate other people's beliefs, attitudes, or actions by means of symbols, words, gestures, banners, monuments, music, clothing, insignia, hairstyles, designs on coins and postage stamps, and so forth. Deliberateness and a relatively heavy emphasis on manipulation distinguish propaganda from casual conversation or the free and easy exchange of ideas. Propagandists have a specified goal or set of goals. To achieve this, they deliberately select facts, arguments, and displays of symbols and present them in ways they think will have the most effect. To maximize the effect, they may omit or distort pertinent facts or simply lie, and it may try to divert the attention of the reactors, the people they are trying to sway, from everything but their own propaganda. And WIEP's video never did anything propaganda related. She never said why everyone should form a family. She didn't spread any lie or fact. She didn't promote traditional or modern values. There was not anything that was trying to manipulate anyone. She just decided to jump on a trend to show what makes her enjoy her life, just as everyone else was doing on that audio. If we really want to talk about propaganda, it is presented as politicians telling you why globalism is good while their countries are being assaulted by illegal immigrants, as NGOs pushing progressive agendas onto our faces, even when those include kids into it, despite the long-term consequences it can cause, which they actually omit so they can gaslight people into supporting it. On activists telling you can be fit and healthy at 300 pounds, but they don't tell you some of their movement are literally dying because of obesity. That sleeping around with everyone is empowering when it literally makes you numb to valuable and meaningful relationships, can generate PTSD-related symptoms on the long run. That is actual propaganda, the one woke groups use to psychologically manipulate you until you become part of them. Someone also said, this is the type of post that makes teenagers and naive people think a child or a family will make them happy. If that is the case, there are also posts that make naive people believe that eating 1,000 or 10,000 calories is fine, that romanticize mental illnesses, that convince them to spend money they don't have and accumulate huge debts because they only live once. This post could be interpreted as having kids will make you happy, but as I always say, the information you get from the internet always needs to be taken with a grain of salt. And it's your own individual responsibility to believe it or not, and also to do your own research to do so. You cannot blame what you choose to do on some random stranger on the internet, because that is actually living through a victim mentality that blocks you from doing any change in your life. That mentality doesn't hold you accountable at all. On the contrary, it closes your mind and makes you stubborn and so difficult to talk to work with, to interact with. Couples without kids can also be a family. Yes, that is why a huge variety of family structures exist. But why is it necessary to bash someone else's meaning of family? You have yours, WIEP has hers, and that is okay. It seems that this person tried to leave this comment as a way to diminish a typical family to feel better about their potential issues or about their desires to not have one of their own. And this is something that happens every day on the internet, which makes this unfortunately not surprising. I get called selfish for not wanting kids, yet there's people like this out there. I get it might be frustrating to receive harsh criticism for not wanting to have children, but WIEP isn't the one judging you. Why would you discharge your frustrations with some random stranger on social media? Show your discomfort with the people that are criticizing you and not with someone you don't know on the internet. Leaving a comment like this won't solve the unease you feel. It just shows you're applying mechanisms as displacement or sublimation on this influencer because you lack from tools to manage the judgment you receive on real life. And this commenter is not the only one. Again, there are plenty of individuals out there doing the same thing, which is sad. PSA, if you're sad, please don't have a baby to fix it. Which is a good advice for someone that maybe is thinking that, but BOERS doesn't seem to have a baby to fix anything. She just jumped on a trend and you are just reaching too much into a simple video. But if that is the case, you could also interpret her video as her saying, maybe I needed to form a family to feel accomplished in life. And yes, not everyone is going to think that way, but why is it so impossible to believe that nowadays there are still people that want to be parents? And even worse, why is it so difficult to respect that? Luckily, there was some common sense on the comments, which was a relief. This family is so cute, I don't understand the negative comments, everyone is different. For some people, children complete them and they're a reason for their happiness. It's her happiness she's sharing, take it positively and be happy for her. Guys, the video is not about it, at least for me. She's just happy to have her family. Exactly, I couldn't say it better. Listen, with the amount of people that exist in the world, of course there are going to be a variety of ideologies, and the thing is, thanks to this situation, we are just seeing the double standards, the psychological dichotomies our woke and progressive society has. There have been many minorities demanding for inclusion, for respect, but why is it so hard to also respect traditional values? Isn't that supposed to be inclusive and tolerant too? What I've seen and gotten from progressive groups is that they are the ones who have been brainwashed by the woke agenda that the media, influencers, politicians, nonprofit organizations, and activists have been promoting lately. And this manipulation has gotten so far that now, if you think in a different way, and I mean a more traditional conservative way, you will be deemed as racist, as homophobic, as anti-feminist, pro-patriarchy, fatphobic, whatever. It all can sum up into woke indoctrination. Progressive people are now slaves of the over-the-top modern thinking, sadly, because individuals, public figures with more power manage a discourse that sounds beautiful and romantic to gaslight others. But at the end of the day, it is just a strategy to blind you and sort of make you dumb. Oppressed minorities are not a minority anymore, but they think they are because someone else convinced them of that. And for that same reason, they think that every request they have, needs to be satisfied, including abolishing more traditional people because they are the bad ones, they are the ones promoting sickening things, hence why they attack them. Just as it happened with BOERS for only showing her family that makes her happy. If anything, nowadays it is important to teach woke people to respect diversity that doesn't involve their progressive agenda. Because if we don't, their loud, problematic, willing to fight, noisy behaviors will only be reinforced more and more, and our society could be more out of control than it already is. I don't mean to tell you have to be conservative. That is not the point of this video. But yes, to relearn that every single human is an individual world with different ideas, goals, beliefs, values, and we need to relearn what respect is so we can actually enjoy from our diversity. Us humans, especially the woke ones, need to remember that if we're asking to be respected and included, you need to do the same with others, even when their way of thinking doesn't match yours. Practice what you preach. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's all about going back to the basics, which don't require much science, but basic manners, so we can go back to balance and higher rates of mental stability. Is there something you learned from this video or that you would like to add to the conversation? Leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to like and share with someone that may need to hear something like this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out for more interesting psychology content. Thanks for watching.